Hi everyone, it's Jenny here from The Bear and the Fox. I'm back today with another roundup of picture book recommendations. So without further ado, let's get started. I don't have a particular theme for you today. I wanted to introduce you to all the new picture books that have found their way to our house over the past month in one way or another. Starting with this beautiful book called Counting Birds, published by Tate. This was a gift from a friend who was visiting us from Berlin for a long weekend, and he brought the boys this book as a wee prezzy. And it's got lots of birds in it, as you could probably imagine by the title. So there is one cockerel, and then we have 2 lovebirds and 3 flying ducks. As you can see, there is a little bit of text, so it's not just 1, 2, 3 on every page. There is a little bit of text to read, and the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous. Next is a book we picked up in a bookstore. It's called Arthur and the Golden Rope from the Brownstones Mythical Collection series. My younger boy picked this out and begged me to buy it, and since I'm a bit of a pushover when it comes to books, here we are. Interestingly, it's quite a long one. It was pitched at the sort of age 5+ age range in the store, and it did quite, you can see there is quite a lot of text in it. It took us a good 20 minutes to read, but he sat through the whole thing absolutely enthralled. The story is about a little boy called Arthur who sets out in search of Thor to help rescue their village, which has been attacked by a giant wolf. And it's a brilliant adventure story. It's got magical objects, powerful gods, mythical creatures. There's a little introduction at the beginning which sets the scene of the Brownstone family from the title and their history, which my son did find a little bit long-winded, but once we got to the bit where Arthur's adventure actually starts, he was hanging on to every word. So this was definitely a winner, and I'd say it's kind of a cross between a picture book and a graphic novel, and the illustrations, just to show you a couple more pages, are absolutely gorgeous. So here's Arthur on his way to find Thor, and then here's Arthur facing the giant wolf at the end of the story. So definitely a winner, both with my younger boy and also with my older boy who's almost 8. He loved it just as much. Next up are a couple of books that we were kindly sent for review by Penguin Books. The first one is actually a board book. It's called Matchstick Monkey Colors, a finger trail adventure, and I believe this is based on a very popular teething toy called Matchstick Monkey. My younger boy is kind of outgrowing the board book stage, but he still really loved doing this book because it's very tactile. So it features all these monkeys who live in the jungle, and they are going to have a competition to see who is the quickest. So each monkey tries to be the quickest and follows a different trail, and I don't know if you can see there, you can see it glittering. That's because it's actually textured and raised, so the kids can follow it with their fingers. And there are loops and waves and zigzags, and so as well as the tactile nature of it, you've also got the colors and the different shapes. I've got a wee clip for you here of my younger boy demonstrating the book for you. There we go. So Matchstick Monkeys will be released in early October, and I think it's a great board book. It's got cute monkeys, it's got colours, it's got shape, it's got texture, it's got glitter. And although my younger boy did enjoy testing and reviewing this book, I think we will be passing it on to his younger cousin, who is 2 years younger than him. She's about to turn 2, and I think she would be the perfect age for Matchstick Monkeys. The other book we were sent for review is called The Giant Jumperee, which was published in paperback in September. This is a match made in picture book heaven. It is written by Julia Donaldson, the creator of the infamous Gruffalo, and illustrated by talented artist Helen Oxenbury. This is a really fun book. It starts out with Rabbit returning home to his burrow one day and hearing a voice call out from inside, "I'm the giant Jumperee and I'm as scary as can be." So he's too scared to go inside, and a host of other animals come and say they'll help, but they all get scared off by the giant Jumperee. Until Mummy Frog comes along, who is not scared in the slightest, and she says, "Don't worry, leave it to me, I'll sort this out." Next up are a couple of books that I picked up in a charity shop. There is A New Home for a Pirate, which is a really fun story about a pirate who feels quite seasick all the time and doesn't want to be a pirate anymore. So he packs his things and goes off in search of new adventures and a new life. And he eventually meets up with a farmer who doesn't want to be a farmer anymore. He would much rather be a pirate. So they end up swapping places. And it's just a really fun story and a little bit of a different take on pirates. And also from the charity shop is Boa's Bad Birthday. We've actually previously borrowed this from the library, so I knew my boys would like it. It's Boa's birthday, but he ends up getting lots of unsuitable presents, like a piano that he can't play because he's not got any fingers, and a hairbrush, which is a bit useless because he doesn't have any hair, and so on. And then just when he thinks it can't get any worse, the dung beetle brings him a giant ball of dung for his birthday. But lo and behold, when it starts raining, the ball of dung actually grows into a beautiful tree, which is what Boa always wanted because it's perfect for him to hang out in. So there must have been some seeds hiding in that ball of dung. And the moral of this fun picture book is that if you ever get a present that stinks, say thank you, because it might turn out to be the best present ever. The penultimate book I have for you is actually one we borrowed from the library, so it's not ours to keep, but it has been with us over the last month, and my boys love it so much that we've had to renew it. And just to show you the kind of classy titles that my boys choose, I spend all this time trying to track down beautiful picture books with gorgeous illustrations and lovely storylines. And what do my boys choose at the library? The Doughnut of Doom. Yes, this book is just as silly as it sounds, but it's okay. Sometimes we just need a little bit of silly fun, and it's full of lots of illustrations like this. Seriously, it's a bit bonkers, but it's kind of also fun, and I don't really know what else to say about it. I think it's possibly the most bonkers book that we've ever borrowed. And basically the Doughnut of Doom is taking over the town, and it's up to this peanut butter sandwich to save the day. And yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. The Doughnut of Doom. And the last book I wanted to share with you, we haven't actually read yet because it only arrived in the post this morning, but it is so beautiful, I just had to share it with you. It is also rather big. It's a bit of a coffee table book. It's called Planetarium, published by the Science Museum. The cover is absolutely stunning, and it has similarly stunning illustrations inside. It is a book about space, so you can probably tell. And it's got things like this in it. The life cycle of the stars. These illustrations showing the constellations are really beautiful as well. And I'll just show you one more. Oh, sorry, it's quite hard to handle. Here's one of the solar system. So this is definitely one for my older boy. He is turning 8 in a couple of months. He is really interested in space and the planets, and I think this will be a great book for him to browse. And that's it for today. Those were all the new books that we have been reading and or have acquired over the past month. I hope that you enjoyed the recommendations and that there was something in there for you. And if you enjoyed today's episode, it would also be great if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time. Happy reading. Bye.